Good afternoon everyone. Welcome you all back to this CodeVita preparation. Today we are going to see Roman iteration program. First let us understand this question. Then we can go ahead with the coding part. Let me read the question once. We know about the number system, the Roman numerals and the alternative place value system with a given base. So let me read it again. We know about number system. So what are the number system are they? We are having two number system. One is Roman numerals. The values are given in Roman letters, and the alternative place value system with a given base. So one is Roman numerals and other is a base value system, that is nothing but based on the position. Either the value can be decimal value or octal value, binary value, hexadecimal value, goes on like this, right? So whenever I mean number system, there are only two number system. So this program is all about the number system, where we are going to deal about the Roman numbers. Let us go ahead further. For the purpose of this problem, we limit ourselves the Roman numerals with values from 1 to 3999. So whenever I mean that Roman numerals, there is no limit for it. For this particular program, they are setting that we are going to take Roman numerals starting from 1 to 3999. This could be the range of your Roman numerals. We are limiting it. Fine. Place value system, numbers having base from 2 through 36. So we are taking place value system. So base value 2 to 36. If at all I mean 2, it will have a possible symbols as 0s and 1, and where if I mean that base value 36, it will have a value starting from 0 till Z. Fine. I hope so everyone is clear till this. Let me repeat this particular question what we read so far. This particular program is all about the number system. Whenever we are seeing about the number system, there are only two number system. One is Roman numerals and other is place value system. In case of Roman numerals, we will be having Roman letter 1, 2 and all those things we will be having, right? And in case of number system will have depending upon the base value wherever it is occurring. So for base value, we can take that decimal value, binary value, octal value, hexadecimal value, similarly it goes on, right? So what they are given is, according to the problem, we are taking here Roman numerals with a range of 1 to 3999. We are taking only this as the limit of our Roman numerals, and as well as the other number system what we read, that is nothing but place value number system. In case of place value number system, we are having base power 2 we are taking through till, which means through I can omit it, or till 36. So let us proceed further and see what they are given. Consider the following procedure. Accept a natural number n of base 10. So whenever the number has base 10, that is nothing but a decimal value. So from the user we are going to accept a decimal value of base 10. Fine. If n is closed interval of 1 to 3999. So what is that they are meaning here is, whatever the input you are given is within this particular range. Between 1 and 3999, both inclusive, convert n to r. What is r here? R denotes Roman numerals. Its Roman numeral representation yields output n as the result and stop. So let me read this again, not to make you clear. From the user you are accepting n value of base 10. So you are going to accept a decimal value. If at all your decimal value is within a range of 1 to 3999. So whenever I say 1 to 3999, they are taking a range both inclusive of 1 and 3999. So if the value is within this particular range, I am supposed to convert whatever the decimal value accepted to a Roman numeral. Fine. When within this range. If at all the value is not within a range, let us assume the user has given 4000 as input or 4010 as input. So what they are asking us, if it is not within a range, else output n as the result and stop. Is that clear with the second line? Okay, we can go ahead further. Consider R to be in the place value system. Find the least required base and calculate its value. So now let us understand first two statements, then we can go ahead with the further statement. If at all we are reading this statement, it will not be clear now. Okay, let me go ahead further and I'll explain these two statements during your explanation part. Don't worry about it, we will see during your explanation part. Now we can see to the what is input. So from the user we are going to accept n input and the converter decimal value is going to display as your output. So if at all 1 is given, this should be your output. Fine. I hope so everyone is clear with the question so far. Now let us see how to solve this problem. If at all you want to solve this problem, I should be clear with this Roman number system. So first let us understand this Roman number system, then we can go ahead. Okay, fine. We people know that how we'll write a Roman number system such a way, right? I written a decimal value here. For 1, we will be writing such a way I. For 2, we will be making use of 2 i's. For 3, 3 i's, and 4. Normally 4 should be written such a way. As per the rule, it should be written such a way, right? But how we people are writing? We people are writing 1, 4. There is a specific reason behind it. I'll let you know what is that. Right? Instead of giving 4 ones, for 1 we'll be giving 1. For 2, 2 ones. For 3, 3 ones. For 4, we are not going to use 4 ones. We are going to use this 1 followed by 5. Same way, for 6, I am using this symbol. Let me show you what is that. So, for 1, that is unique. By using 1, we are forming 2 and 3. Same way, by using 5, we are forming 4. How we are forming that? We people know that this is 5. And what is this? 1. So, 5 minus 1 gives you 4. This is the way they are forming this 4 number. If this 1 occurs towards your left side, I mean that 5 minus 1, that is your 4. This is a 4 Roman number. So, if this particular 1 occurs towards right side, what does it mean? We are adding 1 value to 5. That is nothing but 6. Again, 5 plus 2 ones, 7. 5 plus 3 ones, 8. Fine. Again, we can go ahead. Now, in case of 9, I am not going to use 5, 4 ones. Here, what I am going to do is by using 10, I am going to form 9. So, how can I form it? We know that this x is for 10. So, if I place 1 towards its left side, so what does it mean? You are subtracting 1 from 10. If I am subtracting 1 from 10, what does it mean? That is 9. Right? So, if I place 1 at your left side, I am subtracting. If I am placing the value at your right side, I am adding it. So, for 11, what happened? 10 plus 1 gives you 11. So, 10 plus 2, 12. 13. Same way. For 14, what I am going to do is, I am going to make use of this 5 and I am going to use this 4 as we form here. Right? So, 10 followed by 4. Same way it goes on. Same for your 19 also. I will use 2 tens for 20. So, here what I am going to mention? This is 10 and what is this? Can you able to understand this one, what I did? This is 20 representation and this is 19 representation. 10 minus, just a minute, let me see to it, okay. 10, 20, sorry, 10 we are adding it, again 10 minus 1 which gives you 19, fine, 10, 10, 20 minus 1, either, that is the reason I am placing such a way. Again, for 21, it goes on like this. I hope so I made you people clear how these Roman numbers are formed. Is that clear? So, we are calculating for the limited value. If we are supposed to find what is the Roman value for till 1000. For 1000, we people can able to note it. For 1, this 1 value is a Roman value. Here I have given the unique values. I have not given repeat value. By using this I can able to form 2, 3 and 4. Right? So whatever the unique value required I represented here, and its value and its letter I have mentioned here. So if at all the value is 1, I can give I. If at all for value 5, I am going to give V. For 10, I will use X. For 50, I can use L. Only these are the Roman numbers which is available. Only by using these Roman number, we are going to form rest of the Roman numbers. Whatever the number it may be, by using these letters only, we are going to form the Roman numbers. Is that clear? You people should clear with these letters, then only we can able to form Roman numbers for whatever the value they are given. What is our task? Our task is to form a Roman number, right? So that is the reason we are looking at it. We are going to accept a number. If the number is within a range, we people should form in Roman numerals. For that, we people should know how to convert this in decimal value what they are given to Roman numerals. So for that, if at all the value is 1, I, for 5, V, for 10, X, same way for 50, I will be using L, for 100, I will be using C, and for 500, I will be using D, and for 1000, I will be using M. Clear? This is the equivalent Roman numbers, Roman numerals for each and every value. Clear? These are the equivalent Roman numerals. Right now, just look at it. Can you get something? We'll see to it. How to form this Roman numeral for this, we'll see to it. These are the equivalent Roman numerals. Once after seeing how to form this, then again I'll show you this particular picture. Then you can able to understand how they have formed this one. Now we can go and see how to form this combination. So before going to form the combination, let me give the possible combination of an element. So here I given only the unique combination. Only these are the letters are there to form the Roman numbers, and these are the equivalent values. Now I am going to form a unique combination. These are the unique combination. From this combination I can make whatever the combination it may be. Here you can notice that the values, this letters, for the letters unique I are given here, and this is nothing but for the values unique. By using this values Roman combination, I can form any number. You can notice that I given for 1 as I. For 4 we have seen, right? 5 minus 1, 4. For 5 we are given V. For 9, 10 minus 1. For 10, X. For 40, if it is 40, we people know that L is for 50. L is for 50, and if I place X towards its right side, we people know that whatever the value, if you are placing right side, sorry, it is left side, right? I told right side. Whatever the value you are placing at your left side, it will be subtracted. So if I place X at your left side, what happened? 50 minus X is 10. So 50 minus 10 gives you 40. The same way 50, and again C. C is for, as we see the C is for 100. So if you want to form 90, 100 minus 10. So C minus 10 in the sense place it towards your left side. Done. And next value for C represent 100. The same way how to form 400. If at all you want to form 400, we people know that D is for 500. So 500 minus 100 gives you 400. So this is what we are doing it. I am representing D. So D minus 100. Is that clear? D minus 100 gives you 400. So again for 500 is D, and next we people know that for 1000 it is M. If at all I want to mention 900, 1000 minus 100 gives you 900. Guys, is that clear so far? Guys, please respond to me. Is that clear so far with the Roman numbers? We'll go with the formation of it. Okay, I think so. If people are clear, let me proceed further. So far we are seeing what are the Roman numerals available and what are the unique combination of Roman numerals available. These are the two things we have seen so far. And next thing what you are going to see is we are supposed to form a Roman numerals from the given number. If the given number is between a range of 1 to 3 999, I am supposed to form a Roman numerals for the particular number. Let us see how to form it. So for our convenience, I am going to write this particular order in a reverse one. The reason is if I am giving 1000, first 1000 will occur, right? So for our convenience, let me write the same element, values and the combination here. Fine. I am writing here the combination. Now, first I will solve one thing for your clear understanding, and rest of the thing we people are going to solve it. So if we are taking the value as 1378. Fine, you are going to take this one. So this value has thousands, right? This value has 1000. If it has 1000, what I am supposed to mention first? My first Roman number should be mentioned as M. So I have separated 1000 from this number. So this number is combination of 1000. So 1000 M I have mentioned it, and the remaining value apart from 1000 is 378. Guys, make sure that if the numbers start with 1000, it matches. If at all the numbers start with 500, it will match only here, it will not matches. Clear? If it is 1000 series, I will pick my Roman number for 1000, I will mention it, and I will take the remaining value apart from 1000. So that is nothing but 378. Then I will come to the next line. So remaining element is 378. Let me check here. 378, whether 378 is greater than 1000? No. 378 greater than 900? No. 378 greater than 500? No. 378 greater than 400? No. Now 378 greater than 100? Yes. If it is so, now what I am going to do is I am going to separate. What is this? 300, right? Separate 300 and write my Roman notation. So M is for my 1000. So adding along with 1000. So we are going to have 300. So 3 times 100 is 300, right? So in order to mention 100, I will mention C. So C, C, C. So I have given 1300 as been mentioned in my Roman. And the remaining values is 78. I have given 78 here. So let me come down. Where 78 is greater than 90? No. 78 greater than 50? Sorry, 78, yes. 78 is greater than 50. So what happened? This matches. Now what I am going to do is from 78 I can able to separate 50. So what I will do is M, C, C. I will write the 50 notation. So if 50 is reduced from 78, for each and every iteration you are going to check whether this value is greater than the required value. Then only I can able to find the appropriate combination of it. Fine. So I will check the 78 is greater than 50. Your condition is true. So I will come here. I will write the Roman letter for 50 as L, and the remaining value after separating 50 will be 28. Fine. It is 28 and this part is over. And right now I am going to compare with 28. 28 greater than 50, my condition is false. Coming down, 28 greater than 40, condition false. Again I am checking here, 28 greater than 10, my condition is true. Fine. Here what happened? How many tens are here in this 20? 2 tens are here. So after 50 I am going to mention 2 10. This is for your 1000 and this 3 is for your 300. And after this I have separated 50, and from this I am writing 2 tens here. After separating 20 from 28, I will have remaining element as 8. Now I will check whether 8 is greater than 8 is greater than 9. Your condition is false. Again 8 is greater than 5. My condition is true. In this case what happened? I will come here. I will add this 5. So now 5 has been written, and what is the remaining element? 3. If 5 goes from 8, it is 3. So I will check whether 3 is greater than 4. No. Then I will go down. Whether 3 is greater than 1, my condition is true. So I will write 3 number. So this is the equivalent Roman number for this 1378. Is that clear? For your better understanding, we are going to solve 2 other numbers. Let us see to it. Fine. Here I have given one more number. 2469. So what is this? We are having 1000, right? So if you are having 1000, what you are supposed to mention? M. So let me mention M. How many thousands we are having? We are having 2 thousands. So 2000 in this is 2m, and remaining element, if I am reducing 2000 from this number, what is the remaining value? 469. Done. Our work is over. And let me check, 469 is greater than 900. No. And next is 469 is greater than 500. Is that 469 greater than 500? No. Again I will come here, I will check to it whether 469 greater than 400. Now your condition is true. So let me write m, let me write here m. I am supposed to write 400, right? How can I write 400? CD. So let me write 400 here. CD. Is that clear? I am checking for each and every iteration. I am checking whether 469 is greater than 900, greater than 500. I will check whether it is greater than 400. Right now your condition is true. I will write mm is already there for 2000, and for 400 we people know that CD is a representation of 400. So I written here, and if at all I am taking 400 from this, what is the remaining value here? 69 could be a remaining value. Fine. Now let me check. For your understanding, let me give this one. Okay. Now let me check whether 69 is greater than 100. No. 69 greater than 90. No. 69 greater than 50. Yes, it is greater than 50. Now we people are supposed to write here. So how can I write, and what I am supposed to separate here? I will separate 50 from this number. So how can we separate? CD is already there, and now we are supposed to separate 50. So let me write L for 50, and the remaining value will be 19. If I am separating 50, the remaining value will be 19 here. Fine. Now let us go ahead. Now 19 is there. Now check here. 19 greater than 40. No. 19 greater than 10. Yes, your condition is true. So let me write here. Already existing value is CD and L is there, and I am supposed to separate 10 from the given number, and remaining value will be 9. Fine. Now let me check 9 greater than or equal to 9. Here we are going to check equal to condition also. Not only greater than, we are supposed to check whether this 9 greater than or equal to. So greater than or equal to, in the sense this condition is true. So so same values will be there. Along with that I am supposed to write condition for 9. Fine. So the remaining values, places will not be taken. Okay. I hope so it is clear. Let us solve one more thing so that you people will be more clear with it. I have taken 3 examples, one I did, one more we did now. I have given one more example too. We will solve this, then we can go ahead further, and this is to in order to make you people clear understanding. Okay, we have this one. So we are having 2000 is there, right? So 2000 in the sense, what I will mention? And if I am taking 2000 from this, what is the remaining value? 925. This is the remaining value from this. So let me check. 925 is greater than 900. Yes, my condition is true. So if the condition is true, I am supposed to written this. And what is for 900? CM is for 900. So let me mention CM. And if I am taking 900 from this value, what could be the remaining value? 25. Fine. So let me go ahead and check further. Whether 25 greater than 500? No. 100? No. It will not check. It will not satisfy 100, 400, 190. Till this your condition will not be satisfied. So it will be satisfied only here whether 25 greater than or equal to 10. Now your condition is true. Now coming to this part. Fine. So CM. Now how can I write this one? What is the value? 10 here. Here what is the value having? 20. So what I can do is I can take 2 tens from it. So if it is If it is 25, I can take 2 tens from it. So I have written 10 10. So remaining value will be 5. Guys, is that clear? 25 greater than or equal to 10. Your condition is true. First I will write 1 10 and the remaining value will be, don't be confused here. Initially it will be 25. First I will take 10 from it and the remaining value will be 15, and for the next time comparison I will check whether 15 greater than or equal to 10. Again your condition is true. So what happened? I will check, I will print here one more 10 also. This is how you are writing. You are taking two values at a time. Now this has been done. The remaining value is 5. So let me go ahead and check. 5 greater than or equal to 9? No. 5 greater than or equal to 5? Now you are supposed to write 5 here. XX 5. I think so now everyone is clear how to form a Roman values from the given decimal value. Is it clear? This for your understanding, let me give like this, so it should make people more clear. Okay, done. Fine. This is a Roman number. Initially I have given one thing, right? Now can you understand this? C is for 100 and here what you are having? 45. 45 in the sense I can 50 minus 5. So I am mentioning here 50. Guys, can you able to understand this notation? Just look at it. C is for 100 and here I am supposed to mention 45. Is it clear with it? Do you want me to explain this one? This explanation, just look at it. I will give few seconds for you people. Look at it. Just now I told you how to form this one. Very simple guys. It is nothing but C is for 100 and this L is for 50, right? 50 minus 10, 40, right? 40 and this 5 is mentioned 5. So 100, 40, 5. Same way. Triple C is for 300, right? For C is for 100, triple C is for 300 and L is for 50. So I am separating 50 from this value. And again I am giving 30 plus 9. Such a way you are going to form for all the numbers. Is that clear with this one? Guys, let me confirm. People confirm me whether you people are clear. You want me to explain this one? It is so simple. We have seen so far how to form it. The formation method I have shown you and I have given an example here. Can you able to understand this one? Guys, kindly respond me. Okay, you people are clear with it, right? So how to form this one? Just by using the values and you are supposed to separate it. You are supposed to understand the value how to form this one. We can go ahead further. So right now what we did, we have accepted a number and we have seen how to form the Roman combination. Till this we will complete our coding part, then we can go ahead further. Okay, so let us complete our coding part till this. So let me have a new file and let me save this one. Okay, have Roman .c. Okay, if you want to do this program, what is the major thing required for it? What is the important thing required? The most important thing is we are supposed to access this possible combination. These possible combination is required for us to form a Roman number from the given number. So I need this element to be declared. So what we are having? We are having two elements of different type. This is of character and this is of integer. So what I am supposed to do it? I am supposed to declare a structure for accessing these elements. Where I am going to declare a structure. I hope so you people are clear with the structure in C programming. So we are going to declare a structure where you are going to initialize value and its symbol representation. Then we are going to access the given number. So in order to access and format, first I need a structure and initialize with the value here. I mean that you are going to form array of structure. Now let us see how to form it. So we'll have a coding part. Followed by your main. Return 0. Now I told you that we are going to form a structure. So first let me form a structure. Struct and followed by my structure name is Roman. This is my structure name, and how many values this structure has? Two values. One is nothing but an integer and other is of string type. So let me declare two values. One is of integer to store a value and other is of string type, right? So let me give string value. Fine. So if I am declaring this, what could be the size of it? So look at this combination. What is the maximum combination you have? A maximum, it can be of 1, 2. So by looking at this, we can able to find that the maximum number of unique combination is only 2. So let me give size of this array, where it is, okay. The size of this array as 3. So I can create separate structure variable here. If at all I am creating separate structure variable for the structure, for each and every time I am supposed to access struct Roman followed by the structure variable. In order to avoid it, let me give here as type diff. Right. So I am creating my user own data type and let me give my data type as Roman. This is my structure variable. Okay, fine. Now let me initialize these values. Now we are declared a structure in order to initialize these values. Now let me initialize a structure. Now what you are going to do is you are going to make an array of structure. Array of structure is going to be declared. So how to declare it? Let me give my array name as combi, and what is the data type of it? We people know that this belongs to a structure type. So let me give Roman. Fine. So now we are going to initialize value for it. I didn't initialize any memory size for it. We can calculate it later instead of using fixed one. Now let me initialize value for it. So what are the values are they? We people know that what is the first value is there. What is the first value? Let me have it aside. So it is easy for us for manipulation. So let me have this one aside. Just a minute. Okay, fine. Let me have this aside and let me write program here, which makes us for initializing, easy for initialization. Okay, fine. So now you people are going to initialize it. Okay, fine. So what is the first value? First value is 1000, and what is the notation for it? So we are supposed to give inside double quotes, right? So I have given this one. Same way we are going to have multiple values. So be patient. We are supposed to type all those things. 900. 900 is given with C and M. Just a minute. Let me remove unwanted parentheses. So let me have comma separator. Let me have let me paste it. Okay, so 900, then 500. 500 is given with the notation D, and next value is 400. 400 is given with the notation CD, and next value is 100. 100 is given with the notation C, and next value is 90. 90 is given with the notation 10 minus 100. The same way 50. How 50 is given? 50 is given with notation L. 40. 10 minus 50. Right? Same way. Let me have few more elements as required, right? Okay. So let me write here 10. 10 is given with the notation X. Same way 9. 9 is given with the notation 10 minus 1, right? So X. And next value 5. 5 is given with the notation V. And next value 4. 4 is given with the notation 1 minus 5. The remaining values is only 1. So let me write here. No comma is required. So 1 and 1 is given with the notation I. Fine. Everything is fine, right? So for what we did, so let me maximize it till this is fine. So for what we did, we have declared a structure and then we have formed array of structures. So in order to access these values, we can able to declare only as array of structure, then only we can able to iterate it. So this is what we did so far. Now after this, let me go ahead with the main function. I think so you people are clear why we went with array of structure. Okay. Now let me accept the value from the user. Int, and let me give my variable name as Roman value, which is nothing but you are going to accept a Roman value, which is a Roman value from user. And right now let me initialize some value. Instead of accepting from user, let me initialize it with some value. Okay. Now let us go ahead. So what I am supposed to do? For this number, I am supposed to form a Roman value. If at all I want to find a Roman number, what are the things required? I will calculate if a number is given, I am supposed to calculate a equivalent Roman number. After calculating, what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to insert this particular Roman number in a variable. What is this type? This type is of string type. So in order to store this string, I need a variable. This is what I am going to do next. I am going to have a variable in order to store the calculator string. So char output str, which is nothing but calculated your Roman value, output str. And here let me give tentative size as 100 and let me initialize null with the initial value. Right now there is no value, and in order to access this output, let me have one more iterator ind. Fine, for accessing this particular string array. Okay. Now what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to iterate it and form the combination, right? So let me find the size of it, which is nothing but if before accessing it, I should know what is the size of this particular array. If I know this particular size of this array only, I can able to traverse this array till the end. For that, let me calculate the size of it. Let me declare an array. So let me declare a variable to calculate the size of it. Let me have a variable name called my combi size, which is nothing but I am going to calculate the size of the array. Combi size, and I am going to calculate the size. How can I calculate the size of this particular array of structure? I am going to calculate what is the array of structure size. So I can calculate such a way, combi size, which you are going to store a value, size of. Normally, how will you calculate the size of the array if he doesn't know? Size of the array divided by one element in an array, right? Or size of the one individual element. This is the same way we are going to do. Size of your combi divided by size of Roman. so that I can able to get the size of this particular array so that I can able to traverse it. Fine. Okay. Now let us go ahead and write a program to form this Roman numbers. So far what we did, we have declared a structure of this value and we have declared one variable for storing the resultant one, and we have found the size of this combi array of structure. Now what we are supposed to do is, we are supposed to traverse the given value, then we are supposed to form the new number. So let me have one more variable for iterating. So let my iterator be combi index. This is for my iteration. Combi index. This is for mainly for my iteration. So I have gathered required things. Now let me go ahead further. So for I am going to use combi index for my iteration. Guys, I am giving just a meaningful name. That is the reason, even though it is lengthy name, don't worry that it should be meaningful. So combi index, you are going to traverse it, and till which you are going to iterate it. We are going to iterate till the size what you have calculated. So you are going to traverse this particular array of structure, and we people have calculated the size of it by using combi size, and we are going to traverse till that, starting from 0th index, and for each and every iteration I am going to increment it. Fine. Now we people are supposed to form a Roman number by traversing this array of structure. So let me have a, before traversing, let me have a if condition. How we form this particular number, could you remember? I am taking this particular value, I am checking where this value is greater than or equal to this particular value. If it is there, then I will write the equivalent character of it, then I will take the remaining value. This is what we are doing, right? If 1000 I am checking where 1000 is greater, 378 is greater than 1000. If it is greater, I will write m here, then I will take the subtracted value of 1000 from the number, which gives you 378. This is what you are going to do, right? So first I should check where the given number is greater than this particular number. For that part, we are going to write condition here. So let me write if condition. If where is the user given value? Your user given value is stored in a variable name called rom val. So let me have, if your rom value is less than, where you are going to iterate it, you are going to iterate this particular array of structure, then you are going to find out, right? So let me have the same thing. And what is the index position here? Initially you are going to start with a 0. This is nothing but combi index, right? So combi of combi index. Just a minute, just replace the same thing happened yesterday. Okay. Fine. So let me check the given value with the first number, whether it is less. Fine. And if at all you want to access, it has two values. One is value and another is a string. You are supposed to check the given value with the value stored here, not with the string. So if at all you want to access it, you are supposed to give this variable name called val. Fine. Here you people know how to access structure, right? By using dot operator dot val. Is that clear? You are checking whether given value is less than this particular value. If at all is there, you are not going to iterate further, you are going to continue it. Continue in the sense, what I am going to do is, if I found that this particular, what happens here, let us assume there is no 1000 at all, there is only 378. If it is 378, I will compare no 1000 is there. For assumption, let us assume there is only 378. So what happened, only 378 is there, I will check here, this condition is not true. If it is not true, I'll continue it. I'll not go further and form the number. I'll continue the comparison of next number until I find the equivalent number. This is what I am doing it. Until I find this number is greater, I'll continue my iteration again. I'll move my index pointer. I'll never let down to go to form my Roman number. Fine. In case if it is less, what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to add the particular equivalent string value to my variable what I declared, right? I'm supposed to add a particular string value to the variable what I declared. So I'm going to do concatenation, which is nothing but string concatenation. For that, let me use hash include string.h first. Fine. Now let us go ahead with my concatenation operation. So strcat, and here I am going to pass two parameters for this. So what are the parameter? Where you are going to add it? You are going to add to your output string. So you are going to add here. Fine. And here what you are going to add? The particular combi index. Are you supposed to add a value or the equivalent Roman number? Equivalent Roman number, right? So equivalent Roman number is given with str val, not with the val. Val is compared only for comparison. This is the equivalent Roman numerals. So let me have Roman numerals added with this output one. Clear? Fine. Now it is fine. After adding it, what I am supposed to? I am added it. I am adding it. After this, what I am supposed to? I am supposed to reduce 1000 from the original value. Then only I can able to get the remaining value. That is the next step we are going to do it. So what I am going to do is, I am going to make my Roman val. Where it is? Roman val. I will use the same variable name. Okay. Roman val. I am going to subtract my Roman val with the value what I have found. Fine. If the condition is false, it will come down and it will be added. If the condition is true, it will go up again until the value is greater than the given value. If it is less, I will add the data along with my output string, and after this what I am going to do is, I will subtract the value what is equal from the Roman val. So if I am subtracting this 1000 from this number, I will get 378. This is the manipulation I am doing it. Fine. So am I supposed to write this process only once? We will have a doubt here. Why I am asking this question is, you can notice here where it is. Okay, fine. We can take this part. During a manipulation here, what happens? You are adding 1000 and remaining 378. And you are adding 300 and remaining 78. You are adding 50 and remaining 28. When you are coming here, you can able to notice that 28 is greater than 10. Condition is true. So I will add 10. I'll add 10. So for what I'm doing, I'm adding 10 to my strcat. Now I'll subtract the 10, right? So I'll subtract my 10 from 28. It will become as 18. Even now 18 is greater than 10. So in such cases, what I supposed to do? I'm supposed to repeat this process again until this condition is true, right? So again I'm supposed to add 10 here. So for the process, what I am going to do is, I am going to put this two process inside a loop. Is that fine? In many places you might have used the 10, 10. When you are having some values repeated again, I am supposed to have a looping here. So let me have a loop here, while condition. And what is this condition I am supposed to apply? Until my Roman value is greater than or equal to, I am supposed to check for equal to condition also. Where we face 9 is getting 9. So here 9 is greater than or equal to 9. So I am supposed to write condition for equal to also. So let me write equal to this condition. Fine. If it is true, I am supposed to continue this process. So let me have this, and let me have one indentation part which makes it more clear. Let me close this one. It is properly nested. Fine. Is it clear? Okay. Now we have formed the Roman number. As per the logic, what we did, we accepted a number and we are initializing it, and we are finding the size of it, we are iterating it, and we have formed the Roman number. Now for our clarification, let me print and see it whether my Roman number has formed. Printf percentage. What is the Roman number format? Is a string type, right? String. Let me give /n for a safer side. What is our output string? Output str. Fine. Now let us execute this. What happens? Semicolon is missing. We missed the semicolon. So for 1, what is the equivalent Roman number it is displaying? It is I. Fine. For 1, what is that? I. Is that clear? It is working fine. If at all we want some other number, we can initialize it, no worries. So what is the value I am giving? 1378. For 1378, the calculated value is this, we will check to it. So if at all I am giving 1378 as my Roman val. So what it is producing? Let me check to it whether same output is that. So M CCC L 1010 5111. Fine. Our program is working fine. Now let us go get further. So far what we did, we have done this procedure where we form the Roman number. After forming Roman number, what we are supposed to do? Now let us go over with the question. Okay. So the first two process has been completed, right? So the first two process has been completed and we are supposed to read the next one. Consider R to be in the place value system. Sorry, let me read again. Consider R to be in the place value system. Find the least required base and calculate its value. Repeat from step 2. This is nothing but, let me explain you. We are supposed to calculate the, where it is, okay. I have given detailed explanation of it. They are given some statement. I have given a detailed explanation of it. If you are reading this one, then going back the question, it will be clear. So we accepted till this. Accept a number. If the number lies between 1 to 399, convert to the Roman number and print it. Right? We are printing it. And after this, the least value of I is base 19 and above. Is 18 is base of 10, which is nothing but for this particular value we are supposed to find the least base value. Hence base value for I is 18. Clear? We are supposed to find a base value for I. Don't confuse with base value for I. We people know that if the value is binary, we will have base value as 2, right? For hexadecimal, base value is 16. Same way we are going to see what is the base value for I. If at all you are seeing base value for I is 19. So let me show you the graph so it makes you clear. I am having some number system. Okay. Here read to your question once. Just a minute, read the question. Read this one. Place value system, numbers having base from 2 through 36. Here as per the given question, they are having base value system till 36, and for 36 what are the possible combination value they are given? We are having possible combination value starting from 0 to Z. So have mentioned this one, base values I mentioned here. Starting from, this is a place value system I mentioned here, starting from 0 to Z I have mentioned here. And for example, if we people say that if a value is a hexadecimal value, what I'll say? I'll say we'll have a base value called 16. So I given this particular value, just look at it. Where does your 16 occurs? This part it occurs, right? At this part it occurs. For example, I given, we are taken hexadecimal value. If it is a hexadecimal value, people will say that for hexadecimal, what is the base? Base is 16 and what is the value? It is 15. If at all you want to give notation of 15, how will you give? By symbol called F. Right? This is how you will be using it. This is of base 16. Is that fine? This is of base 16. If at all I am saying octal value, you will be going it with 8. Right? The same way what they are given is, they are given here place value number system having base starting from 2 to 36. We people are supposed to find the base value for the Roman number what we have found. So let me go to the explanation again in order to make you people clear. Now let us go to the explanation. We are accepted a number 1 and the equivalent Roman number for 1 is I. The least value of I is 18 in base 10. So base 10 is nothing but this is the decimal value representation of equivalent base value. If at all you are giving this particular 16, what is the equivalent decimal value for it? 15, right? Same way for I, what is the equivalent decimal value? Decimal value is 8. So decimal value for I is 18. Decimal value for I is 18 and base value for I is 19. So what they are asking is, we are supposed to find the least base value for the Roman number what we have found. This is your second step. So we are supposed to find the least Roman value what we have found, and I am checking that whether this particular value what we have found is within this particular range of 1 to 399. Is that clear? A number you are accepting, I am converting as a Roman number, I am finding the base of the particular number. If I find the base of I can able to find 19 is the base and value is 18. I can able to find out this particular value is less than the given range. What is the range condition they are given us? Your range condition is 1 to 399. The value what we have found, this 18 is less than 399 with where the given value is within this range. If at all the value is within a range, what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to follow the step 2 again. So what is the step 2? Once accepting a value, we are supposed to convert the value to Roman. So again we are supposed to convert the whatever the value we have found again back to the Roman number. Is that clear? Guys, if it are not clear, let me know. I will repeat it again. So for example, let me write here. We people know that n is given, right? Let me increase. I can't able to increase font size here. Let me have a separate sheet. Okay. If at all your n value is given as 1, we people that know that what is the Roman number for it is I, right? If at all this is given, Roman number for this is I. So we people are supposed to find the equivalent value for this particular I. So when you are going here, where it is, it went here. Okay. When you are going here, what is the equivalent value for this? This is the base. Guys, make sure you are clear with base and value. That is the reason I have given familiar example. If at all you are saying hexadecimal value, hexadecimal is given with a base 16 and value is given as 15. How will you represent F here? F will be given with a notation called 15. Right. So we people are supposed to find that what is the equivalent value for this Roman number we have found. Roman number what we mentioned is I. For I, equivalent value is 18. This is the value we people has obtained, right? We have obtained the equivalent value for this is 18. This is nothing but your base. Sorry, this is nothing but your value what you have found. And your base is 19. This is your base. Now I am supposed to compare whether this particular 18 is within a range of 1 to 3,999. Right. If it is within a range of 1 to 3,999, what I am supposed to do is again I am supposed to repeat this step 2. This is your step 1 and this is your step 2. Again I am supposed to repeat the step 2. Repeating step 2 in the sense what I will do is again I will find the Roman number for this particular number 18. Then I will find the least base value. Then I will continue the process. Is that clear? This is what they are given. Now read to it. I am finding this. I am finding the least value of I is 18 is the base 10. Hence 18 it is not within a range. Again I am supposed to find Roman number for 18. Right. I am finding Roman number for 18. For this Roman number again I will calculate the least value. Right. Again I will calculate the least value. Then I will go ahead with the manipulation. Is that clear? Guys, we are going to see with the example too. Just let me know is that clear so far? Your second step is very much important. Your first step is very simple. Your second step is very much important. Guys, is that clear? I didn't receive any response. I don't know whether there is any issue in my chat box or something. Okay guys, thank you. People told me that's clear. I'll proceed further. So, I'm going to calculate a value based on this. So, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to calculate the base value. Is that clear with the base system? As per the given question, we are having the base system starting from 0 to, where it is? Starting from value from 0 to Z. This is what I have given for base system. I have given with 0 to Z as my values. This is the values and this is the symbols I am using it. They are given it. This is nothing but place value symbols what I am going to use it. And these are the equivalent values for the place values. And this is the base value. Fine. Now let us go ahead and calculate further. So as I told you that where we are discussing about this one, right? So okay, let me complete the rest of a statement. So if your value is 18, I am supposed to, if this is the equivalent Roman number, right? For 18 I will be forming equivalent Roman number 10 followed by 18. Now I am supposed to find the highest base value, which is nothing but highest base value for it. What is the maximum base value for it? So if at all it is I, for I what is the base value we have found? If it is I, the base is 19 and value is 18, right? Same way for the number, for 18, if we have 1, what we did? For 1 we have found, 1 is, we are having a Roman number called I, and this I is given with the base 18, and since this 18 is less than 399, again I am going to form a Roman number for it. If at all I am forming a Roman number for it, I will be forming such a way, right? 10 followed by 8. I will be forming such a way. Now I am supposed to find the least value of it. So least value of highest value of it is first. For I, this is the maximum value. Same way for this value, what is the maximum alphabet in this? You can notice that X. So these are the elements. These are the maximum value which is required for finding 18. Guys, let me repeat it. For I am having the maximum base as 19 and value as 18. For 18, you can notice that the maximum alphabet with the maximum alphabet in this is starting from A till Z. What is the maximum alphabet? Z is the highest alphabet. The same way among this X, V, I, which is the highest alphabet, X is the highest alphabet. So in order to calculate this particular value 18, what is the base? Your base is 34 and your value is 33. Is that clear? For calculating I, your base will be of 19 and value is 18. If at all for 18, we are supposed to find the highest alphabet in this. That is the base. So highest alphabet is X. So in case of X, your base value will be 34, base is 34 and your value is 33. Fine. So by using this, what I am going to do? Why I am supposed to calculate a base and value? Let us understand what is that. So till this we are understood, we are calculating what is the base. They are speaking about base and value. So found out the base of 18 is 19. So base of what is? I is 19 and value is 18. Again we have found this value. For this value, what is the base we have found out? We have found out for X, base is 34 and value is 33. Now, where it is? Okay. We have found this value is 33. So now what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to calculate a value based on this. How can I able to find the decimal value from this one? Normally, let me take a paint here in order to make you people more understand. I'll take a paint. I'll maximize it. I'll take a pen. If at all the given value is 1010, how will you calculate to decimal value? I'll do like this, right? Could you remember? I can calculate directly where 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. This is fine, better than this. This value is calculated as, since we are going, if at all you are going to calculate to decimal value, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. This is what you will be doing, right? So you will be writing equivalent value as 10. This is how we will be going. 8 plus 2 will be given as 10. This is how we will be calculating, right? The same manipulation we are going to do here. I have found that what is my base for it? What is the base? Right now I have found 18, and for 18 what is the base? Base is 34 and your value is 33. So by keeping this value I am going to find a equivalent decimal value for this 18. Fine? Are you clear why we are calculating this base and value? Since it is one digit, it's not a problem at all. So if for here I am supposed to convert as a equivalent decimal value. This is nothing but equivalent decimal value, right? So how we are going to calculate equivalent decimal value for it? So let me have a representation here. So if at all it is 18, you people know that what is the equivalent value for I? The equivalent I value is 18. So guys, this is nothing but I have mentioned my 18 here. 10 followed by 8. So equivalent base value for I is 18. Equivalent value for I is 18. Again 18. Equivalent value for V is, for V 31, right? For V 31, where it is? For V 31 and for X 33. Now I am supposed to find a base. Here in case of pen, you could remember I am doing 2 power 0. Why I am doing 2 power 0? What is this 2 here? This is the base for binary, right? This is the base for binary and this is the values. So I am finding the base of it. So I know that base of this particular 18. Base of this particular 18 is 34. Is that clear? Base of this 18 is 34. The maximum value I am supposed to take it. From 18 I am supposed to take a maximum alphabet, maximum character. I am supposed to find a base value. That is the base value for the particular Roman number. This is how to calculate a base value for a Roman number. So here the base value is 34. I am doing base into power. Power is done by, as I did here, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. The same way I am going to do it. Here the base value is 34 for this particular number given 18. So 34 power 0, 34 power 1, 34 power 2, which gives you this value. 34 power 0, 1, 34 power 1 gives you 1, 34 power 2 gives you 1158. The same way, power 3, power 4. Fine. So this is nothing but your value of the corresponding symbols, and this is nothing but your base calculation. Now if I want to find it, what I am supposed to do? Again I am supposed to multiply these two and add it. If I am multiplying these two value, I will get this value. If I am adding these value, I will get this as my result. Is that fine? The same calculation, guys, don't confuse this too much. The same thing what we do here for a binary. We will be calculating it, then we will be adding it. At the end, we will be adding all the values and we will produce a result called 10. The same way we are going to do it. We will find the equivalent value for each and everything. We will multiply with base into power. Power of 0, power of 1, power of 2, power of 3, power of 4. At the end, if you are adding it, we will get this answer. Let us check whether this answer is equal to the answer what they are asking. If 1 is given, what is the answer should be there? 45338954. So this could be your answer. Is that clear how to form it? This is the reason I told you that your second step is important. Let me repeat your second step. For a given number 1, I will have 1 as my Roman number. Which is, for a given number 1, I will have I as my Roman number, where I's equivalent value is 18 and its base is 19, where this value is less than 399. If the value is less than 399, again I am supposed to form Roman for this particular number. Here, if I am forming Roman for this particular number, it gives you 10 followed by 8. So if I am forming this, I am supposed to find the equivalent decimal value after this. Again the same thing. I am finding the equivalent decimal value, right? The same way I am finding equivalent decimal value. If at all I am finding equivalent decimal value, this is the process I am supposed to do. Whatever the result you are getting from it, again I should check whether this particular result is greater than, within a range of 1 to 399. If it is greater than the range of 1 to 399, I can print the output as such as they given in question. So now read the statement. Now read this particular statement. Consider R to be in the place value system. Find the least required base and calculate its value. Then repeat from step 2. Fine. Again repeat the step 2 again until it is within a range of 1 to 399. So I hope so you people are clear till this with the explanation. This process is very much important. So let me go ahead with the implementation. So now what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to find my base. How can I find my base? Let me have a calculation part here. How can we find your base? If at all, let us assume whatever the symbol what we received is A. Let us assume this is the symbol we got it. As we get I and X, let us assume this is assumption, right? So this is the least value. Now to make you understand, I am giving as A. Let me make it bold. Okay. If the value is A, I want to find what is the base of it. Base of it is 11. I want to find the base. How can I find it? If I subtract A alphabet, A from A. If I am subtracting A minus A, it gives you 0, right? 0. And what is the base value? 1. So plus 1. Fine. If you are implementing this logic which gives you base value for any number, right? It gives you base value for any number, I can able to find out. Is that clear? This is how to calculate base value. Let me repeat it. If at all the value, what is the highest value you got is A. If you want to find what is the base value for A, let me take B in order to make you people more clear. Let me take B as your symbol what you got. I want to find the base value. If I subtract A from B, you will get 1, which is nothing but 97 minus 96. Sorry, 98 minus 97 gives you 1. And what is the position of B? That's 12. So plus 10. So already calculated value is 1. Plus 10 becomes 11. And what is the actual base value? 12. So existing value plus 1. So if at all you want to find the base value, you are supposed to make use of this, whatever the largest character. You are supposed to find the base value based on the largest character, right? So largest character minus A plus 10 minus A plus 10 plus 1. You can give directly plus 11 also. For your clear understanding, I am making this one. Fine. Largest value, something has happened. Okay. Largest value minus A plus 10 plus 1. So this plus 10 is nothing but this alphabet start only with the 10th base. It is starting only after 10th base. Until this we are having 0 to 9 as they given in question. So that is the reason I am subtracting and adding 10, and this is having plus 1 value. So this is how to calculate your base. Fine. So now let us write logic. Before going it further, let me write a logic to find the highest value. We people know that we are finding 18. For this 18 we are finding Roman number again. And we are supposed to find the highest character among this. We will write a logic for it. If this is the value, I am supposed to find the highest value from this for X, V, I, which is the highest value. X is the highest value which has the highest base. If the alphabet is the highest one, it will have the highest base. So that is a simple logic. I can able to find the largest alphabet. I can able to find the least base which is required. That is the least base. So let us go ahead with the logic. Now this is not required, just for your understanding I have given here, it is not required. Now what you are going to do is you are going to find the largest character from the Roman number. From till this we have formed the Roman number, right? We are going to find the largest character. So for largest character, let me declare a variable called largest char. Let me declare as largest char here. Large char. So I declare one variable to find the largest char. So now let me go ahead with the iteration part. So largest char assigned where I am supposed to start it. We people know that where is the output stored, and output is stored in output str, and I am supposed to start with which index position, 0th index position of it. So let me mention output str's 0th position is the starting value for this iteration. Guys, is that clear? So till this iteration, if at all the number is formed, I will be having some Roman numbers, right? I am supposed to let us assume this is the Roman number we have found it. I am supposed to start from this string for the 0th position. That is the reason I am giving my traverse position as the string of 0th position, and until I reaches 1 I am supposed to traverse it. So comma, let me have my index value here, output as str index. Let me initialize to 1, then just a minute, I will explain you people what I am doing, just a minute. Output str of output index. Not equal to null. Okay, fine. Just I am starting with the 0th position. I am traversing until I reaches before null, not equal to null, and for each and every iteration I am supposed to increment it. This is for traversal of the newly formed Roman number. I am going to do it. So let us go ahead with the condition part. Here, if my condition, here my condition part I am going to have the same. This output string I am going to take here. Just a minute. If condition, here condition part I will make use of same thing instead of typing. Okay, I will take this one, whether it is greater than your larger char. Just I am having one variable called larger char. Let me assign the larger char as 0th index. The reason is, if at all you want to compare and find the largest value, initially some value has to be initialized for the particular variable. So what I will do is I will initialize the first element as the largest value, then I will start my iteration from your first index. That is the reason I have given my iteration index as 1, and I have initialized my largest char as 0th position. Fine. Okay. Now I am comparing whether it is greater. If at all it is greater, I am just a simple comparison, finding the largest alphabet, just traversing throughout here the new formed array, so new formed string, and you are going to check it. Here, if at all it is greater, I am going to just replace the particular value to the largest char. The largest char will be replaced. So for your clear understanding, let me print it here and show you what happens. So largest char, I will print it here. So 2 steps has been completed. So what is the first step? Your first step is forming the Roman number. From the Roman number, we have found the largest character. So let me give here what is missing. Let me check to it. here it should be indexed, right? There is a typo here, nothing else. Just a minute, let me check it once. Index, and here str of index not equal to null. Okay, fine. Again, extra parenthesis, nothing else. Don't worry, we'll remove this also. Okay, fine. Here this is found, but some infinite loop is going. We'll check to it what happens. Here some issue is there. Let us filter it out. This logical part, what happens? We'll check to it. Somehow here, this loop is going infinite loop. Logical 0, and we are declaring it, and we are initializing to large char. Okay, just a character assign. Let me check to it. Same variable you are using. Okay, or just char assign output of just a minute guys, we'll check to it. Your loop is going somewhere infinite. There is no way for going infinite. Let me check to it. It should not go as infinite loop. Your closing is fine, everything is fine. Till that's fine. Only this process what we did for finding the largest value, it is showing something. We'll find it out. It is, we are initializing largest char with a 0th position, that's fine. Output str of index assign 1. Okay, some way your loop is going infinite. Let's find it out where it is. Everything is fine. I don't think so. Let us check to it small. Just a minute. Largest character. It's fine. Put off str. Okay. Let me check to it whether it is coming inside. So it makes you clear if it is coming or if it is going infinite loop, we can find it out easily. Let me close it and let me execute this. So I am here, it is executing this, it is coming here. There is problem with this calculation, it is coming here, infinite time it is coming for certain number of times. So the problem with this calculation part, largest character assign, where we missed out. Everything seemed to be fine. Calculation part, it is coming inside, anticipating. If it is greater than the largest character assign. Okay, let me print this largest character inside and check it for each and every time. What is the largest character printing? Here where we made mistake. Guys, can you people able to find out where it is? Everything seems to be right. Just a minute, give me a few minutes. We'll find it out. Guys, if at all can able to find, let me know. I too will see to it. Everything is fine. Okay, Largest character, we are finding the largest character variable as declared and initializing to put str. Okay, put str assign index. Okay, out to assign index and output str. Where we missed out. Everything is fine. Everything seems to be fine. Everything is going perfectly. I initializing the first element and we are initializing first element greater than your index first character what we initialized and everything is fine. Why don't we go inside? Checked it some way, small mistake we did some way. Just a character where thing is fine. It's fine. What we missed? We missed some way. Just a minute, we'll check to it. Where we missed. Largest care as sign. Where do we miss it? Sign output str index. Everything seems to be fine. Guys, just a minute, we'll find it out. Just a minute. Everything seems to be right. There is no logical error. We'll see to it. Small mistake might be there. Either output str of index. Just a minute. Somewhere we stopped out. Okay, why don't we print? It's entering here. Largest character is not printing. We'll check to it. Just a minute. Print is coming here. Okay, what's the problem with it? Somewhere it's stuck up, guys. It's there. Where it is? Just logically everything seems to be fine. Guys, can you able to find out something? Everything seems to be. Let me check it once from the beginning. Okay, assign. Just a minute, guys. From the beginning, let me check to it. Somewhere we are missing. From the main, let me check to it once. Main, we are doing it. There is no problem with this at all. There is no problem till this. The only problem is this one, right? Forming the largest character. Finding the largest character. It's not printing. Where does it happen? Okay. Right. There it is. Okay, we'll check for one value, guys. Instead of checking this one, we'll check for one. is displaying high, that's fine. Okay, just a minute, we'll check to it, guys. Somewhere in this code. So we are doing only this larger part. We are finding, we printed this one, this is printing fine, only this part we are finding something difficult, where a Roman number has been found for the given number. Only this part, finding the largest part in the Roman number we are finding difficult, right? Just a minute, everything is fine according to the logics. Everything seems to be right according to your logic. Should traverse and should find. Logic wise, everything is fine, guys. We'll do one thing, I'll print this largest value inside and check to it. Okay, 1378. Guys, we made a silly mistake, I think so, I told you right, just instead of mentioning here, declare this largest char as integer. Should be character. This is a major mistake we made it, right? Logic-wise everything is fine, this major mistake what we made is we declare as an integer and we are trying to print as a string. So that's the reason these many confusion. Just a minute, okay. Now we are declared as a character here, large char, and we are printing as a percentage C. Now it should work. For any given number, the maximum value will be displayed here. Fine. Guys, is that clear? Guys, a small mistake we did it. That's nothing but just declaring of a variable. Data type is wrong here. Logical wise everything is fine. So now let us go ahead, and so far we are done logic how to find the maximum Roman number, right? We have found how to find the maximum Roman number. Then we are supposed to find the base and its value. So then we can go ahead and find base and value. As I told you the calculation part, now we can go ahead to the calculation part. A silly mistake. Everything is fine, only the smallest mistake in declaration of a variable which made these many confusions. Okay, fine, can go ahead. Now, as I told you, how you are going to calculate your base? Base can be calculated such a way where your largest character what you have found minus alphabet A plus 10 plus 1. I will give you the clear explanation why this plus 10 we are doing. Your alphabet start with after 10. So that is the reason plus 10, and plus 1 gives you the exact position. This is the logic you are going to use it. So now let me calculate your base. So base So if at all you are going to use base, let us declare it first. So there is problem with your declaration. A small declaration which made these many confusions. Okay. Let me declare base. Let me declare a base here. Now let me go ahead. Where it is? Okay, fine. Base, and here strlen. It's not required to have len function. Let me have, just sorry guys, a small confusion. Okay. You have to have a largest character, as I told you that find the largest character minus alphabet A plus 10 plus 1. I hope so everyone is clear with it. I repeat once. If at all here, see, whatever the element you got is A, just assume that if you want to find the base and value of A, you are supposed to subtract A from A, which gives you 0, plus 10 gives you this particular position. 10 in the sense you are getting only value. If at all you want to get a base, I will have to add plus 1 value along with it in order to get a base. Fine. So, we have found the base of it. Now, let us go ahead and have a calculation part. So, what is the calculation? If at all you want to find a value of it. For value, let me give one more variable name called position. So, I told you how to find a base. I hope so everyone is clear how to find the base. Largest value minus 10 plus 1 is for base. So, if you are giving A minus A plus 10 plus 1 gives you 11 as a base value. For base you can able to calculate such a way. If at all you want to calculate value, don't add this 1 along with it. For value, that's it. So, largest value minus A plus 10 gives you the value plus 1 gives you the base. Fine. So, let me go ahead and write here. This position variable is for your value I am giving here. Position. If you want to obtain the concerned value, it is iterated by, right now let us assume, let us have a loop, makes this more clear. For example, let me have A for you. A minus A minus A plus 10. Guys, is that clear? Just I am calculating position, which is nothing but this is the logic for calculating a value and its base. If you want to calculate base, largest character minus A plus 10 plus 1. If you want to calculate a value, don't add plus 1 to it. Fine. So, now what I am going to do? Why am I supposed to calculate these things? We have calculated these things in order to do this manipulation and find this result. Right? I want to multiply with my base. I want to multiply base and power separately, right? I want to form this one and how to do the manipulation. So, this particular manipulation has to be done for the entire resultant array, not for a single element, entire resultant one. So, I am supposed to iterate it. So, let me write this base and power calculation logic inside my for loop. So, let me go ahead and write this logic inside my for loop. Okay. I will write here for, let me have my iteration. If you want to iterate this array, this particular array, this where your Roman number is there, right? If you want to iterate it, I am supposed to use the particular iterator. So, let me iterate it. And what is the size I can able to calculate it? I want the size of the particular output array. If you want to calculate the, if you want to access it, if you want to access the array, I can able to calculate such a way, len assign strlen of this particular array. Is that fine? Here this particular array contain a Roman number. I am supposed to iterate it. If I want to iterate it, I should know the size of it. So, if you want to know the size, let me calculate by strlen of array, which gives you the size here. Now, let me go ahead. So, for len minus 1 could be the size, since it starts with 0. And in order to calculate my power, we know that this is nothing but if I found my 34 as my base power 0, base power 1, base power 2, I am supposed to calculate with my power where my power starts with 0 and keeps on increasing, right? So, let me have initialization of power, comma power. So, any number Then power initially with 0 gives you 1. So let me initialize my power value as 1 instead of initializing 0 in order to avoid one iteration. So let me go ahead with the further iteration. My output strind greater than or equal to 0, where I am going to start at the end and I am going to come here, which is nothing but I am going to start at this position, I am going to traverse and come here. Fine. And for each and every iteration, let me terminate it. And for each and every iteration, I am starting at the end, so I am supposed to decrement it. Fine. Done. Now, what I am supposed to do? Is there anything I can do with power? The power calculation I can complete here itself, where I am doing 34 power 0, 34 power 1, 34 power 2. Right? I am going to multiply this along with my base value. So let me complete here itself the calculation part as power into equals base. Right? So I am finding the base, where I will have for each and every iteration I will have a calculation part. Is that clear? Is that clear with this one? I will calculate 1 into 34, which is nothing but 34 power 0 gives you 34. Again it goes on like this. 34 power 0 gives you 1 and 34 power 1 gives you 34. 34 power 2 gives you this value, right? For this calculation I am writing this power manipulation here itself. Either if you want you can write inside, I am writing outside itself. And here let me calculate the value. Right? Value I am calculating it for each and every digit, if at all you want it. Here there is a single value for your identification. I have told you that. Here how we are supposed to write it? Here supposed to write str array of the concerned index position. If you want you can able to write as a minus a, or you can write, if you want to write an integer value, you can write such a way as 65. Okay, done. Now what I am going to do is I am going to calculate a result. So let me give result plus assign the calculated value. What is the calculated value? A calculated value is stored in this particular, this is your position value, right? So let me have position value. So this position value, this is nothing but you are calculating this one. You are calculating this particular value by using this variable name called position. Guys, is that clear? Just I am taking the particular number minus 65 plus 10 gives you value. So in the position what is stored? The equivalent value for the concerned element is stored. And now I am going to the new manipulation, already existing result plus value into power. Is that fine? This manipulation, guys, we are doing this manipulation, this one. This part we are doing right now. We are calculating equivalent value for the number and we are doing 34 power 1, 34 power 2, so 34 power 0, 34 power 1, 34 power 2 and we will keep on going till the number of element. This is the process we are doing here. So now all my manipulation. So a few variables we are declared. Let me declare all those variables at the top in order to avoid confusion at the end. We are declared position as one variable. We are using position as one variable and one more variable is result. Let me declare all the variable base, position and length. So we will declare all those things. Let me declare all those things. So it will be clear for us. Base, then followed by a position and followed by length. I hope so all the variables what we are declared there are initialized here. Okay, done. And one more variable, is there anything pending? Power, we use power also, right? So let me declare that. So meanwhile have a habit of declaring it, else at the end everything will be clustered. Okay, power. These are the variables. Now let me go ahead. And we are having one more variable that is for storing result. What is the size of the result? We people know that the value, whatever the output value is getting, it is keep on increasing, right? So, but it is better for me to give the particular value in a long int. So, let me declare this result where nothing but the calculated value will not be an integer. So, let me declare this result in long int. So, let me declare, where can I declare? Here. Let me declare this element in long int of result. Since your result will be of not integer type, it will be keep on your range. Your range will be exceeded. So let me give long int. So I am supposed to display my result. Before displaying, so still now what I did, I have calculated my result, right? So now after this, what I am supposed to, for example, if this is the value, I calculated this by using this manipulation. I hope so I made you people clear till this. We have found the largest character. From the largest character, we are doing this manipulation part and we are finding the result. Now, is this result has to be printed directly or this result has to be compared with the range of 1, 2, 3, 99? It has to be compared. If the particular value is less than, again the same process has to be happened, right? So, this particular value has to be compared. Again the process has to be repeated. So the entire process what we did so far, we are supposed to put in one more loop. Fine. Just I am comparing it. So let me have one more outer loop for all the process what we did, since the result has to be compared. Right? You are not going to print directly the result, we are supposed to compare it. If at all you are comparing it, what I will do it, I will replace my original value, Rome value. The reason is, if the value is less than 399, again same process will be happen. So the value has to be carried with the variable name called Rome val. So let me replace here. Your result should be initialized to your Rome val after the calculation. Am I clear with the variable name? Okay. Rome val, assign your result. This for a next iteration. So for next iteration, we can either use while loop or you can make use of do while loop. I am going to make use of my do while loop starting from the beginning. Here let me write my while condition here. While my Rome val is less than or equal to 399, I am supposed to continue my iteration part. Fine. So let me go up and let me continue it. Guys, is that clear? I am calculating a result. If I am calculating, I am not supposed to print directly. I am supposed to iterate it again. Fine. So if you want, let me print. Okay, let me complete this one. I am going to supposed to find it. Now let us go ahead and start your do loop. So it will be fine. So your initialization part is over. Okay. Do. So one more thing we are supposed to concern with. If your result goes long int, what about your Rome val? This result is stored in a Rome val. This value also goes to long int. So we are supposed to modify this Rome val value also as long int. Fine. So let me remove this one. So I declare what are the variable required. Now do loop, and here for each and every iteration I am supposed to clear my output string. The reason is, for the next iteration if a value is lesser, I should not go with the existing one. I should reset my result and I should reset my output string. Clear? Fine. Let me check it once before executing it. Declare required value, long result are declared, everything is we are declared, right? Fine. Declaration is part is over, everything is fine. Okay, fine. Let me check to the logical part once before executing it. Okay, this part is fine. This part we have executed, and only this part will check. I'll check it once before executing. It makes us okay. Semicolon is missing. Fine. This is finding the base value, and we are finding the length here. str lan. We are supposed to mention small typo error. Output str. Okay. We are iterating length minus 1, power initialized to 1 and followed by the values done, and str of index followed by base, and we are calculating your value of it. So put str of output str index minus fine, it's fine, everything is fine here, and followed by a result. Now at the end, if all your condition is true, we are supposed to print it. Printf percentage, and what is the data type of it? It is long int, right? So percentage LLD followed by a new line, and here let me print Rome value. I am supposed to print my Roman value. Fine. Now let us execute. Now let me give a value for it as initial value as 1. We will check with all test cases. Initially let us give us 1. Is that semicolon? Okay. Happens. Okay. Home well. Fine. Home well. Okay. Your loop is iterating multiple times. I is printing but it's not breaking. We'll check to it why it is not breaking. I is printed multiple times. Have we printed anywhere? Okay, let me check to whether loop is closing properly. Do while loop is closing properly. Okay, do we print somewhere and check? Do we print it? We have printed logic actor, we have commanded it, and this one we will command it. The iteration goes infinite, is that? Okay. Yeah, I value is printed, your largest character is printed infinite time. Check to it some way parenthesis. Just now we are written this logic. Just a minute, guys. We have written this do while loop, right? There is some issue in the do while loop, it might be. We'll check to it. Okay, this we have done from the do while loop. We'll check to it. Just now we have done do while loop and followed by. There is no problem with it. Combination, no problem. Okay. Iteration part. Going infinite. Just a minute. A small mistake as we did previously. We made a miss somewhere. We'll see to it. What happens? We'll check to it once. It's going infinite time. Just a minute. We'll come from the beginning once. Okay, we'll start with this looping part. After mentioning this looping part, only it is showing these many things. So put it to your to null. Output. We did mistake here. Okay, we are supposed to initialize a 0 here. Now we'll execute. Okay, fine. We got the answer here. So small mistake where a reset is during a reset operation we are given 1, right? In case of 1, what happens? Initially your value 18 will be found. Initially I value will be found. After finding I, again it finds the 18. So that we are during a reset operation I given 100 instead of 0. There is a typo error. That is the reason, nothing else. Your logic is fine. During a reset, if you are not resetting properly, it also causes error. So here I given as 1. For 1, what is the value they are given? According to your scenario, they are given is 45338950, right? So we are getting the answer, the same answer what you have mentioned. So if you want, let me print this and show it. This is not required to print it, just these things are just for our understanding. Okay, let me print this one and the largest character, and I'll have a new line break here. Okay, now let us go ahead. The given value I giving initially 1. If it is 1, it is initially I. I's base value is 18, which is within a range. Again is calculating 18 value. Among 18, the largest value is x. For the x, this value has been calculated. I hope so. Is this clear? Is that clear so far? We'll check with some other values. Guys, kindly respond if it is clear. Okay, fine. Let me give other test cases values too. Let me give some other value, what we are seeing, other values combination, we are seeing here, right? 1378. We'll go ahead and can give that in particular value. There it is, just a minute. Okay, let me execute it. Let me close my output and give 1378 as my input value. So let me execute it. So for 1378, what is the value we formed it? So we formed this value, right? M, C, 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 L, X, X, V, and followed by, this is the value you have formed it, right? And among this value, what is the greatest value? It is X. And this is the equivalent decimal value for this Roman value. Is that clear? Guys, initially we are given 1 for 1, that will be the result, since we are supposed to iterate again. For 1, first we will find out the combination, we will find whether the particular Roman number base is within a range. If it is within a range, again do the process. During again doing a process, be cautious in this reinitialization. A small reinitialization part made a huge confusion, and during a print also be cautious about it. Guys, if you have any doubt, ping me. Guys, kindly respond to me if at all you are clear. I can able to get only few responses. Okay guys, I think so it's clear. Okay, we can continue the session by tomorrow. If at all you have any doubt, please ping me in the group. Thank you.